It's The Drive on The Fan.
We are live on a wild Wednesday from the studios here at the Findlay Hyundai Studios at Canyon Media on the Fan Sports Network. It's Tara Atkin. It's Paul Ratliff with you. And man, one more day. I've been counting down the days till he returns. You made it a little easier yesterday and today,
it's like
of course.
the Advent calendar, but it's like for like Devin's return instead of Christmas.
I'm trying to
He's opening it every day, just counting it down.
Little snack for me each day. The snacks get bigger as the days get closer.
Yeah.
So today's show brought to you by Zag. Protect it better. Get $20 off any phone repair at the 2 St. George or 1 Cedar City Zag. Just mention the radio special, and they'll apply that $20 off any phone repair for you. Any and every phone repair. Go check them out. Zag. 2 St. George, 1 Cedar City location. Let's jump into the best thing we saw from last night in sports. All right. No double D today, but got us two. And I'm going to be chivalrous here and let you go first. Ladies first, as always.
Okay, I am going to go to the Padres then to start it off. And Tatis finally, which he's lucky because I almost put him in like the hot seat yesterday in that segment that we did.
Yeah.
Because
great timing for him to have this day.
I know, he has not been hitting. So, but yesterday he must have known. He must have felt like maybe he was a little bit on the hot seat. But he had his first career 5-hit game ever.
Yes, 5 for 5.
5 for 5. So he actually performed yesterday. And this is just a quick clip of his walk-off.
In the air to center field for Bogarts.
Oh, sorry, that was Bogey.
Getting ready, will make the catch. Here comes Jackson Merrill.
And then Merrill comes in, but
wow.
But they did actually get the win because of Tatis, yeah.
He was big in the win, 5 for 5, like you say.
Yeah.
Big day for him. First time he'd ever done that in his career.
It
First
was.
5 for 5 day. So, and a homer to add to that list as well on the day. So, Colorado, a struggling team, and the Padres did what they had to do. They got the big W. So, and like you say, mainly because of El Nino.
Nino, yeah. Finally.
He was the guy.
He finally showed up.
Him and Manny haven't had the best of seasons this year. I think Manny's batting around 210.
Yeah,
He's got a lot of home runs, Manny Machado, but not a ton of average points. He's in near 200.
Right.
And I know Fernando hadn't been having the greatest year. And, you know, it just hasn't
been carrying the team this year, so.
Oh, Xander, yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, Bogarts. But, yeah. So it's good. They got the win finally.
Got the W.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna stick in the MLB realm.
Okay.
As the Washington Nationals have been my team since 2005 when they moved to D.C. And there was a lot of tough years. And then we finally won the World Series in 2019 with a collection of great talent. And we let a lot of talent go. You know, Bryce Harper walked to the Phillies, and we won the World Series the very next year. So it was kind of storybook ending to that season. But since 2019, it's been an abject disaster. I mean, they've been one of the worst clubs in the MLB for multiple years. Their payroll is super minute. They're just not spending money. They're relying on prospects. And one prospect that's really come through for him came in the Juan Soto deal with the Padres, James Wood. He's one of the stars of the game, and he continues to get better and better. And the Nats yesterday took care of business against the Blue Jays, a team that was in the World Series a year ago, right?
Yeah,
yes. So not as good of a year this year for the Jays, 49-59. They've kind of taken that championship slump that teams that lose the World Series generally have. So they're down a little bit this year, but the Nats have moved to 55-53. Do you know what their preseason win total was for the full 162 game season?
The Nats?
Take a guess. It's low.
Like how low?
Pretty low.
How low can you go?
Yeah, I think it was the third lowest total in the MLB. 64.5 wins was their total. They are 10 off of that in the month of July.
Oh, okay.
So this has been a massive surprise. I've told a lot of my friends from back home. I've got a big friend that's a Pirates fan.
Yeah.
A couple that are Nats fans were in this group text, and they're like, when are you going to get Bennett back in on the Nats? You were a huge fan.
Right.
Back from 2012 to 2019 when the team was competitive.
They're good, yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, I think I am going to get back in because this is a fun team to watch. They lead the league in home runs and runs scored. They're a fun team on the base pass. They steal a lot of bases. They're aggressive, but their pitching staff, frankly, is awful.
Oh,
they
man.
have a terrible bullpen, a terrible starting rotation. They win games like last night, 8-6, 7-5, stuff like that, because they can't pitch.
Right.
But I have to say, the best thing I saw has been the Nationals this year. Kind of an overview point here is 55 and 53 is way, way better than I ever expected. So hats off to the Nats and the Padres and El Nino being a part of our best thing this morning, as we got a lot of stuff to get into on the show today. We're going to do a start bench cut with audio snippets of all these color commentary and play-by-play guys. So everyone's got a favorite. Everyone's got a guy that they like listening to the best.
Everybody has somebody that they can't stand.
Correct. Everyone has a couple that they can't really like. Even some people mute them and watch the game on quiet,
Right.
or pipe up the radio call and put it over the TV because they can't stand certain color or play-by-play guys. So we figured we'd do everyone a service today and give you the start bench cut of the very best of them, dating back to the John Madden, Pat Summerall days, all the way to the Tom Brady, Kevin Burkhardt current day that we're in right now. So we will cover a lot of those in the start bench cut of the commentary teams. We've also got an NFL pretender contender. This is something that I like to do before the season, get everyone's views before the season starts, because once you're 3-4 games in, you get a little sample of each team, and you're like, wow, this team really has the makings of something. But I'd like for us to label them today.
Yeah.
Label the teams that we think are going to be right in the mix to the very end of the season, all the way in February this year. So the NFL season on the precipice of beginning, and we're going to do that pretender contender as well. We've got a would you rather set up for the second hour, as well as the highest paid players in the NFL worth every penny. How about that? I mean, we always hear about guys that aren't worth it, which we'll dive into a few of those as well during that segment.
Right.
But, it's going to be a fun thing to tackle because there are a lot of guys. Salary cap keeps going up and up and up in the NFL and all professional sports. And, these guys are getting paid more and more and more. And sometimes you think, is he really worth that? We'll tackle that as well on today's show. So really good show planned. We got a big full slate for you. Hope you enjoy the full 2 hours. I want to throw this out there early for our early morning listeners. If you'd like to win tickets to the Las Vegas Aviators, text 435-990-9950 to the text line right now, and you can win a pack of tickets. Take the family, take your son, take your daughter. It could be a really great night at the ballpark, as Tara's gone to a few. She really enjoys
It's
them.
fun, yeah. It's a great time.
And they got good promos. They got giveaways. They've got firework nights.
Yep,
They've got
Friday's fireworks. And
yes.
I think Thursday's $2 beers.
Oh, there you go.
Saturday's usually like the giveaways. So, yeah, there's always fun stuff going on at Las Vegas Ballpark.
That's right. And the Aviators, if you want to win those tickets, 435-990-9950. Quick first segment here. We got a lot to get into. But the opening segment brought to you by Prime IV, PrimeIVSTG.com to book an appointment, or call 435-522-5005. Feeling drained by the summer heat? This July, cool off, recharge, and feel your best with Prime IV Hydration and Wellness. For a limited time, enjoy our Beat the Heat special, a primary IV hydration treatment plus a vitamin injection for just $99. While you're here, sit back in the luxurious zero-gravity massaging chairs and relax with complimentary oxygen therapy. It's the perfect way to escape the heat while giving your body the hydration and nutrients it needs. The special, though, Tara, is available all month long, but only till July 31st. So the days are dwindling. You got 2 days to go in and take advantage of the special. Call Prime IV at the number I told you, 435-522-5005. Book your appointment today. Beat the heat, boost your wellness, and feel amazing for just $99. We're going to grab the quick break. Be back with Start Bench Cut right after this.
Welcome back to The Drive on The Fan.
Back live here from the Finlay Hyundai Studios. This is another edition of The Drive on a Wednesday morning, 7:15, rocking you through your day. And the show today brought to you by Coral Canyon Golf Course. It's fantastic. Get out and play great golf for a great price. Go see our good friend Marco Leone, the club pro over there. Call for tee times, 435-688-1700. That's 435-688-1700 or at coralcanyongolf.com. All right, so now we've got a start bench cut assembled here as we have notable names throughout this entire start bench cut. There's going to be some guys that we love, some guys that we like, and then maybe some guys that we don't really care for. But first off, let's start bench cut Al Michaels,
Okay.
Mike Tirico, Joe Buck, or Kevin Harlan. Start bench cut +1. We got an extra bench spot for somebody. So
I guess we bench 2 or cut 2.
We could
and
cut.
then start 1.
You want to cut 2, or do you want to bench 2? Well, this is the only one we have 4
I know.
of, so
we can choose.
we can just bench 2. How about that? I don't think 2 guys in this group deserve being cut. So there's just some really good ones here. But let's start with Al Michaels to start here as he
No, Mike Tirico.
Mike Tirico, I'm sorry. So this is Mike Tirico at the Western Conference Finals a year ago, this year. This is actually this year against Spurs Thunder. And this is his call when the OKC Thunder are dethroned by the San Antonio Spurs. Let's take a listen.
It's Wallace again. Off on the 3. Shaq Penny to rebound. 8 seconds left. Fox has it. Ahead to Vassell, who goes in for the dunk. And the San Antonio Spurs have done it. There will be a new champion in the NBA. A new era has dawned. It's Wemby's West. The Spurs are going to the NBA Finals.
Look at the emotion.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty strong. I mean, Wemby's West. I don't know if he wrote that out beforehand, but that was pretty good if that was off the cuff.
Yeah.
I know you're not a huge Tirico girl.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
That was a big moment, and I thought there should have been a lot more excitement.
A little more excitement. Yeah. Okay. Or a lot more.
Or a lot more, exactly. Yeah.
All right. Let's go to the next one here as we've got Tirico. Let's go to Joe Buck.
Okay.
As Joe Buck, this was in 2004, way back here.
Yeah.
As this is when the Boston Red Sox. Now this is a moment.
This is a moment. This is the curse of the Bambino being broken.
And he's got to deliver here. Yeah. Let's see if he delivers.
It hasn't happened at Fenway Park for 95 years. The Red Sox are world champions.
Oof, that sends chills down my arms.
Yeah, that was such a cool moment.
That was great. All right, so Joe Buck, and then he just kind of lets the crowd kind of take over as the, lets the crowd breathe, as they say.
Right.
All right, so we got Buck, Tirico. Let's go to Al Michaels, as this was probably the most thrilling game of the season in the regular season last year. That Seahawks-Rams game on Thursday night, the double was actually at. So he did not get to hear this call, but we will hear the 2-point conversion try that would give the Seahawks the lead with about in overtime.
Play. 3 receivers this time. They changed the formation. 3 to the right. Warner in motion. Darnold throws. Caught for the 2 points. Eric Saubert.
Good voice inflection. Lifts it up for the moment.
They throw to a guy who hadn't made a catch or was targeted all night long.
All night long.
All right. I'm about Al how you are on Mike. So I'm not a big Al guy. But let's go to the last one in our start bench cut +1.
Okay.
This is Kevin Harlan, who is excellent, I feel like. And when he gets a big moment, he always delivers. And he's got that booming voice that just carries. And this is a regular season game between the Bengals and the Ravens. 4th quarter, 2nd and goal, and Lamar Jackson makes an incredible play, and Kevin Harlan's going to let you know about it.
By and find some lanes. He wasn't able to, so he ran it for a couple yards.
Justice Hill is the back. Likely in motion. He bubbles it. Scoops it in, vacuums it home. Here comes Hubbard. Oh, he threw him away like a rag doll. And he throws in the end zone. Caught! Caught for a touchdown! Caught for a touchdown by Likely!
Wow.
Yeah, he's the champ.
Absolutely amazing!
Oh, man. He's still going.
He's still going.
Find the open receiver.
Yeah, that is.
All right.
Yeah.
So I ask you, start, bench, cut, +1, Al Michaels, Mike Tirico, Joe Buck, or Kevin Harlan?
I am starting Kevin Harlan for sure.
All right.
And then I am going to bench Al Michaels.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to bench Mike Tirico, and I'm going to cut Joe Buck.
Oh, okay. I knew you weren't a Tirico girl, but I didn't know you didn't really love Buck.
I don't love Joe Buck at all.
Okay. All right. That's a little different than my list is going to go. I am going to start Mike Tirico. I very much like Tirico. He's a pro's pro. He does every sport. He does Olympics, basketball, football, hockey. I mean, he does it all. So I like Tirico, Syracuse Broadcasting School grad, as is Al Michaels. So I'm going to start Mike Tirico. I am going to bench Kevin Harlan, my first bench spot. I think he's close. He's really close. I've just been listening to Tirico for too long to let him not have this spot. And then I'm going to bench Joe Buck, and I'm going to cut Al Michaels. I'm not a Michaels fan. I feel like he's lost his fastball a little bit.
Okay.
I mean, he can still deliver. I mean, he's the Thursday night prime guy. He's like 80 years old. I mean, I just don't know how much longer he can go and how much good gas he's got left in the tank. So
I want to throw one more bonus ball in there too.
Okay.
Because I think he is by far the best like play-by-play, and we were talking about this before the show, and it's Don Orsillo for the Padres. So you guys got to take a listen to this. One of my favorites of all time. Here we go.
Shoots to deep right center field. It's back. A 3-run home run to walk it off. Second straight night for San Diego. Holy sheets.
Honorable mention. He gets a submission in there.
No, I'm going to start him.
Oh,
for
you're
sure.
starting him over Harlan.
Yeah, and then Harlan bench. But
Okay. So we had 2 extra spots on the bench today.
Yeah, sorry. I had to add that one in there because that's the kind of excitement. Like, I want to hear, like the raspy, like just screaming,
yes,
excited.
you want to hear the excitement. You
Because
want to
that
hear.
is a big moment like that.
Yes. And
So-
I feel like Buck with that call on the World Series win for the Red Sox, that was a very. It was very powerful.
was very mellow,
It was
though.
powerful. It was the statement. It hasn't happened here in 95 years. The Red Sox are world champions. Like, that's a
it was
profound.
okay.
I mean, it was pretty good.
It was
It was pretty good. All right. Let's go to the next one here. These are color commentary guys. So these are all 3 color guys. I don't think we have one for Brady. I was trying to find a good one for Brady, but he's going to be cut on my list anyways.
Anyway.
So let's go with Greg Olson, as he is teamed up with Joe Davis on the second crew on Fox behind Tom Brady. So I've already let the cat out of the bag. I'm going to cut Brady. I think Olson is better than him and has been for some time. So, he's a guy that I feel like should be the number 1 color guy.
Okay.
When it comes to Fox's pairs. Kevin Burkhardt is a good play-by-play guy. Joe Davis is a good play-by-play guy. But let's take a listen here to Greg Olson. This is actually with Jason Benetti that he was doing it with on this specific call. But just take a listen to some of Greg Olson's analysis here.
You going for this?
I am. I'm aggressive by nature. Jason, I know we haven't worked a lot together, but
I can tell.
I can tell.
No. I am a big, when you get an opportunity on plus side of the field, 4th and 2 or 3 or less, I'm going for it. You aren't going to win a lot of games in the NFL, and if you're Washington, the way your defense has been playing, kicking field goals.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very succinct point. He got his handoff from his play-by-play guy. He filled the spot, and the next play is ready to go. Perfect functionality between play-by-play, color commentary. A symbiotic relationship it has to be, and those 2 did good there. All right, let's go to the next one here. This is Tony Romo, who is with Jim Nantz. They've been the pair on CBS for some years now. I feel like Tony's been kind of that lead or color commentary guy for some time now, and it's been funny. The kind of the public recourse on Tony. I feel like he was beloved when he first started predicting the plays and doing all those bits.
Yeah.
But now people find him annoying. I don't know. I mean, I see a lot of Twitter talk just hating on him. And personally, I kind of like Romo, but this is him calling a Chiefs game last year with Jim Nantz, and this is his commentary.
2 tight end set, pass play action, ding ding for the Chiefs.
On first down, they get Kelsey the ball for the first time, and there he goes. Kelsey still rumbling down to about the 22-yard line. He got a nice block from Noah Gray, and that's good for 24 yards.
Wow, you saw the juice. He caught that. He took off.
You saw the juice.
Like a young Kelsey. Right here, just boom, splits it, and then he gets that lean. And then finishes it off by going right downhill at him.
Has 900.
I like him. I like that call. I don't mind Romo.
I don't mind him. He does kind of sound like Kermit the Frog, though. He's just kind of got like that really raspy.
Okay.
Like,
Kermit the Frog.
Going up and down the field. Like he's just kind of, I don't know. It's just weird.
Yeah.
But I don't mind him. Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to find the Tom Brady one that I want, but it's probably not going to be able. Oh, here it is. I found it. Okay, we got one for Tom Brady, and this was his first year, mind you. So like, this is kind of what you don't want to do as a color commentary. This was against my team, the Commanders, Eagles in the NFC Championship game a year ago. And this is a big scene. First play of the game for the Eagles, and it goes to the house. Let's see what Tom Brady sounds like.
Pocket like he did last week.
It took 7 sacks in that game last week. Here's Barkley, a little shovel, looking for an edge, gets it. Saquon Barkley, first down. Barkley, oh! Saquon, touchdown.
Pocket like he did last week.
I guess he didn't get his play-by-play there. Okay, all right, our color commentary. But you did hear him go, whoa, during the play, which is kind of a faux pas. So that was kind of a one for Brady, but not as good a one as I thought. But he had a much better season in year 2, I feel like, as a color guy. Got more comfortable, got better at the job. So Greg Olsen, Tony Romo, or Tom Brady start, bench, cut, Tara?
I am going to start Greg Olsen, bench Tony Romo, and then cut Tom Brady. But give Tom Brady time, because when Tony Romo started, I hated him. I thought he was just so bad.
Okay.
And then he has worn on me and gotten better and better.
See, you're the opposite. I feel like most people like Tony at first, and they're fading on him now.
Oh, really? Yeah,
yes.
see, I couldn't stand him
You're
at
the
first,
opposite.
So. But I think he is getting better. So give Tom Brady time.
Okay. I'm going to go the same configuration as you. Start Greg Olsen, bench Tony Romo, cut Tom Brady. I think that one's pretty easy.
Yeah.
As Greg Olsen, I think, is the best color commentary guy in the NFL right now. He is very talented at what he does.
Yeah.
As someone who likes to say they do a little bit of the same thing at the high school, college level, I aspire to be as good as Greg Olsen one day. He is incredible on the mic. So
yeah, and he has incredible preparation, and he puts a lot of time and work into it. So
yes, absolutely. All right, let's go to some guys that are on these panel shows, whether it be College Game Day, Big Noon on Fox.
Yeah.
How about Pat McAfee, Dave Portnoy, and Desmond Howard? Start, bench, cut.
Start, bench, cut.
We got no audio for these guys. We don't really have any breakdowns from these guys.
I'm a huge McAfee fan.
Yeah, I know he's starting for you.
By far my favorite.
Yeah.
I love his energy and just how crazy he is and how he gets the crowd going and everything. So he is for sure my start.
Okay.
And then I'm going to bench Dave Portnoy.
Okay.
And then I'm going to cut Desmond Howard.
All right. That's fine. I'm going to start McAfee as well. Mountaineers stick together, baby.
Yeah.
I'm going to bench Desmond Howard. I like Desmond. Been a long time part of College Game Day. I've always thought he brings a good perspective. He's not as boisterous and bold as Portnoy or as funny as Portnoy.
Right.
But I'm going to sacrifice comedic value for analysis from Desmond Howard. I'm going to bench Desmond and cut Dave Portnoy.
Because I thought College Game Day was not as good until Portnoy got there.
College Game Day.
College Game.
Desmond's on Game Day.
Yeah.
Portnoy's on Big Noon.
Big Noon. But yeah, so
Oh, you're saying Portnoy added a lot to Big Noon.
Yeah.
Okay. Like you never watched Big Noon before Portnoy.
No.
Always College Game Day.
I've always
right?
loved College Game Day.
Yeah.
Yeah. But with Portnoy, I thought he made that show better. Like, I'll actually watch it now.
Yeah, I do too. I tune into it for a few minutes here and there.
Oh, yeah?
On commercials of College Game Day. I'm a College Game Day till I die kind
Till
of
you
guy.
die, yeah.
So that's kind of why Desmond
Depends
gets
on the
bump.
games, you know.
Oh, okay. Depends on the games. I like that. All right. All right, let's go to our next one here, as these are going to be some combos at work. All right, John Madden, Pat Summerall, Kevin Burkhardt, Tom Brady, Jim Nantz, and Tony Romo. So, John Madden, I feel like, has delivered some great analysis. He was kind of the first color guy to have amazing personality. Everyone loved, Madden's commentary, even though sometimes it'd be a little obvious. I feel like he kind of pointed out the obvious at times.
Yeah.
But a lot of times he gave you stuff that only a coach's mind would know. So we got a clip of Madden here. This, they say, from Kalshi Football on Twitter would have broken Twitter with this analysis. But let's get into some of John Madden, which sometimes added comedic value as well. So I've always loved Madden's commentary, and Pat Summerall and him. We got a Summerall jersey hanging in the studio. So let's see how those two sounded.
Hey, you noticed Troy Aikman's trying to grow a beard. He just can't do it. I mean, the blonde-haired guys, a lot of them have trouble, but I can't even. I'm looking as close as I can, and I can't see any beard. But that's a 4-day beard, isn't it?
It's a passive attempt.
It's very, very passive.
Here's Terry Allen. Out to about the 20. There it is.
Now here it is, but see, I mean, he got a little in here.
He's using the telestrator.
But he doesn't have anything here at all. Watch, when you take it off, he doesn't have anything going up in there.
Well, you got to give him
Growing
time.
up
He
in
just had his
there.
29th birthday.
29th
I don't
birthday.
think he's doing a very good. I'd quit. I mean,
So Madden
I
always.
love he's using the telestrator to even point it out for everybody.
He goes on the mustache area.
Yeah. And then there's nothing in here. You got like X's and O's and
That was a good bit. Jim Nantz and Tony Romo. These two are great. We played a Tony Romo, Jim Nantz call earlier on. I'm trying to find the jackpot Jim Nantz call from the Super Bowl. That was one of his best ones. I'd love for our listeners to hear that one. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I can't find it. Okay, so no worries. We'll move on without that one. But he was Jim Nantz always has some of the best stuff, like the end lines, like when Villanova played North Carolina in the national title game and Chris Jenkins hit the buzzer-beating 3. He had a great little soliloquy of words to follow that play. When the Super Bowl was in Vegas and the Chiefs won in overtime, he did the jackpot, all that stuff. So, like, Jim Nantz is a very witty play-by-play guy, and I feel like Tony provides color to him. He's kind of that fun color guy. He's upbeat. He's energetic. So I am actually going to I got to go Madden Summerall. I mean, as my starters, because those are my guys growing up, like my infancy years of watching football. They were the two that were always your eyes and ears for games.
Right.
I mean, the big games, Sunday night, Monday night. It just depended on their contractual situation and what network they were with, but they were always prime time.
Yeah,
always great. So I think we're both in agreement that we're going to start.
Yeah.
John Madden and Pat Summerall.
For sure.
All right. And then let's go to the bench here as Kevin Burkhardt, Tom Brady, or Jim Nantz and Tony Romo. I am going to bench Jim Nantz and Tony Romo.
Okay. Yeah.
Are you the same?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So we're all the same there.
Yeah.
Which isn't a problem. I think we've been the same on 2 of them. So we will go to our last one here, and this one has clips to accompany it again. So we will start with Gus Johnson, Vern Lundquist, and Chris Fowler. Let's go to Gus Johnson first, as he's got some of the wittiest, funniest lines all the time. He's a mega energy guy, probably the highest energy guy in all of college football when it comes to delivering the top, moments, plays, big bursts of emotion. So I think it's down a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not
I think. Yes,
Oh,
there
it is
is.
right. This one. Hang on.
Okay, so Gus Johnson, this is him this is kind of a compilation of some of his funniest and best calls, iconic Gus Johnson calls. So let's take a
Hang on,
listen.
I got it.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Gus Johnson, he's in every big Fox game. So if it's big noon on Fox, it's Gus Johnson to Joel Klatt. So they have been delivering for years and years and years. And here are some of his greatest calls.
2nd and 10 at the 23. Mayfield winds up down the field. Hollywood! Touchdown! Sooners! 77 yards! Who is this kid? Where'd he come from? Wooden Schreiber to the sideline, caught. First down! Woo! What a hit! Denzel Ward! You got barbecue back there? And you didn't invite me? Hurt my feelings! Mendoza in trouble! It's out! Touchdown!
See, now that's how it should sound.
He kind of lost his voice a little bit.
Yeah. This is what I want.
Give me the Heisman Trophy. I love
This
it.
is what I want for my
All right. So you are
guys.
you are a Gus fan.
For sure.
All right. Let's go to Vern Lundquist. He was commentating on golf on this clip. So, you know, he does college hoops. He does college football. He was the CBS, SEC on CBS guy. Would always call that big matinee CBS game every Saturday. So I wanted to find a football clip of him, but, you know, it was kind of harder to find. So this is Vern Lundquist commentating Tiger Woods' last Masters that the two would be at together. Vern officially called his quits after 40 years of doing the Masters, and this was Tiger and him's last moment together.
Legend and legend.
I hope someone gets a picture of that. That is so cool.
Maybe it's not
a man
Vern.
with magic in his hands.
Okay,
looked on by a
so
man.
Vern, he's in the frame,
With
but he's
magic in his
not
voice.
commentating. So
Right,
I
so
was
it's
misled
like-
by the tweet.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So,
Wait a minute.
it's all right. All right. So Vern Lundquist. We do have Chris Fowler, though, and I know it's Chris Fowler. So this is from the Indiana National Championship game last season. As you know, Chris Fowler called the Indiana Hoosiers finally winning the national title after years and years and years of trial, tribulation. I think this is Gus.
Yeah.
I think that the trials and tribulations of Indiana football became tough. You know, it was hard to be an Indiana football fan, but this is probably their proudest moment last season, 27-21 over the Miami Hurricanes to be the kings of the college football world. Let's let Chris Fowler take over.
1 second.
Oh, no worries. Chris Fowler,
Okay.
This is him delivering one of his top calls, I feel like.
Started year to now the national champions.
A century of futility is forgotten. The Indiana Hoosiers are the kings of college football.
He does the same thing, kind of lets it breathe.
Yeah.
Years of futility. Indiana, the kings of college football.
That's not how he said it.
Play it again.
It wasn't that exciting.
It wasn't?
Not for me.
Straight to started year to now the national champions.
The national champions.
Herb Street.
Futility is forgotten.
This is Fowler.
The Indiana Hoosiers are the kings of college football.
Yeah.
Okay, you take it or leave it.
Yeah.
All right.
Doesn't do it for me.
All right, so you're definitely starting Gus.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And then Vern Lundquist, I don't know how big your file is on him. I don't know how much of him you remember,
I'll
but
bench Fowler and probably cut Vern. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to go the opposite. I like Gus to start, Vern on the bench, and I'm going to cut Chris Fowler. Vern was one of my favorite commentators.
Okay.
All right.
You know who we left off, though, who is one of my favorite?
Who?
Chris Berman.
Oh, Berman. Yeah, he was great,
How
too.
do you not have the whoop guy on there, dude? Like, he
know.
was so good.
He was very good. I enjoyed Berman.
You missed that.
I missed the boat on Berman.
You did.
We went through Al Michaels, Mike Tirico, Joe Buck, Kevin Harlan, Greg Olson, Tony Romo, Tom Brady, Pat McAfee, Dave Portnoy, Desmond Howard, the Combos, and Gus Johnson, Vern Lundquist, and Chris Fowler. That's going to bring us to the end of Start Bench Cut, and it was brought to you by Game Day Men's Health. For a free tea test to reclaim your game, tea as low as just $50 a week, lowest price if you sign up the month of July. Book your appointment at Game Day Men's Health. Call or text 435-265-4223. We're going to grab the quick break. Be back right after this.
Welcome back to The Drive on The Fan.
I like this one.
Yeah.
Who is this again? It's Marshmallow and somebody, right?
No, it's Sam Hunt.
Sam Hunt. Oh, okay. Never mind.
Marshmallow.
There's one. Oh, man.
All
now I
right,
sound
all
like
you country fans out there.
There's an actual.
You should be really disappointed right now. Do we need to get Marty and Amy in here? I'm going to tell them what you just said.
No. Seriously, I'm looking it up now. Marshmallow country song. There's some stupid song by a different Kane Brown.
But it's not
Miles.
body like
I'm gonna put some miles on it.
Not really. Not even close.
I know. I was off.
Not even close.
Country, clearly not my genre. All right. Let's jump into Would You Rather here on The Drive, and it's brought to you by Game Day Men's Health. Game Day Men's Health, to book an appointment for the lowest T in the area, testosterone replacement therapy, just $50 a month if you sign up in the month of July. And let's get to it. All right. Let's get it started here. All right. Now, Tara, for all the listeners out there, Tara is a smaller lady in stature. She's a smaller girl. So
I am average size. Come on.
She's tiny. But
whatever.
Would you rather block Myles Garrett at your size?
Oh, at my size. So 5'2". Okay.
Or
I'm
hit
not
a
gonna list my weight.
Mason Miller fastball? Which one do you think you have a better chance of doing?
I'm going to take, both of those would be so hard. Come on, Mason Miller.
You
who
have a batting cage at home. You could practice, rev it up to 90.
Over 100 miles per hour.
You could take some 90 fastballs in your backyard and get ready.
The baseball, one of the hardest things to hit, like one of the hardest things in sports.
But Myles Garrett is a freakish human. He's like 6'6", like 290.
I don't know.
All right. Well,
I guess I'd rather be pancaked by him. Because I don't think I stand like a chance in hell of hitting a fastball.
Mason
Miller.
Yeah.
But at least I can take a hit.
Well, I'm still standing around 300 pounds, so I'm going to take my chance against Myles Garrett. He might run around me in like a half second, but if he tries to bull rush me, I'll get in there and try to fight a little bit, use my weight to my advantage. So you're going to go with Myles Garrett, and as am I. I don't think there's any chance I can hit a Mason Miller fastball.
Same.
I don't think I would even.
We've tried in my hitting cage, and we can barely make contact with the 70 mile per hour. So
90 would just look like a blur going by.
I wouldn't even see it. Yeah.
Yes. All right, let's go to the next one here. If you could only watch one game all season, and these were the two options: BYU Notre Dame, big local game, or maybe the biggest game on the schedule this year, Ohio State, Texas.
Yeah, I'm going Ohio State, Texas.
See, this is why
I'm sorry,
I value
BYU
you.
fans.
This is why you're objective. You don't just go with the local thing every time.
No.
I'm on Ohio State, Texas, too. It's Julian Sayin, Arch Manning. It's Jeremiah Smith. It's so many stars.
Exactly.
It's going to be a great game. Week 2 in September. For all us college football fans, we're licking our chops.
Yep, exactly.
BYU, Notre Dame, you got to wait till about mid-season. It'll still be a very compelling game. But not Ohio State, Texas.
It's not Ohio State, Texas. It's not. It's not Florida, Tennessee. It's just some of these bigger games. It's not.
Yes,
the same.
I agree. All right, let's go to a non-sports one here. Super Mario or Madden? I'll let you go any iteration.
I gotta
of Mario.
go Madden.
Okay.
Although that almost ended my marriage.
Really?
Oh yeah, because we're both so competitive. And so, remotes are being thrown, it just got crazy. So we finally we tied it. We each have won the same amount of Madden games against each other.
And it's an all-time tie.
So it's an all-time tie. We had to just hang it up, so frame the controllers like it's we tied it up like soccer.
So you're going Madden.
Yeah.
I got to go Mario here. Had a lot of great times on
played a lot of Mario
the
too,
Nintendo NES, all the way to the N64, to the GameCube, to the Wii. I've played Mario on just about every console. Super Smash Brothers is a Mario game because he is featured.
Yeah.
And Mario Kart, another really fun one.
Another one, yeah.
So I don't know.
I like playing all of those with my kids.
Because Madden is the same game.
Yeah.
Just different players every year. New graphics, new interface, new play, whatever.
Yeah.
But Super Mario games are different every single time almost.
Yeah.
They're really fun to play. So I'm going to go Mario games here.
Who's the one cheat code, though? The puffy one. Kirby. Yeah,
with his hammer.
My kids always like take Kirby.
And he can
And
suck.
then you told me he's actually like a cheat code or something. I'm
He
like, all
is.
right, no more being Kirby.
Because
Anybody.
he can absorb another character and spit them out, and then he gets their abilities.
Yeah.
He gets their best thing.
Yeah.
So he's a cheat code.
Yeah,
Don't
so
let your kids use them.
Well, in in the Smash Bros. We're all just going to be Kirby from now on.
4
Then what
Kirby's in
happens?
different
Yeah,
colors,
right, yeah.
puffing around.
We're
he
all
kind of
Kirby.
flies like
Yep.
he goes higher and higher by inflating himself. So
yep.
you just see 4 balls flying in the air. All right, let's go to this one. This one's important to me too. Just like you told me the truth about BYU, Notre Dame, or Ohio State,
The
Texas.
truth? Okay.
The truth, yes.
Yeah, okay.
All right. College football or the NFL?
College football.
All right. See, this is my soul system. I'm a college football guy first.
Yeah. I've
Too many teams
always
to-
been college football.
Yes, it is awesome. Even though the NIL portal
It's
stuff has
changing
muddied the waters,
Yep.
it is still on the field a great game.
The best
and a
game.
great product.
Exactly.
All right. We're on in agreement there. All right.
And the field, traditions.
Yes,
and
the pageantry.
Oh yeah, everything. Even the stadiums with 100,000 people plus, like stadiums are packed. You don't see that in the NFL games anymore until you get to your later games and playoffs. No, there's nothing that compares to college football.
I agree. I'm with you there. All right. Let's go to a food one.
Okay.
I think this is the first food one of this Would You Rather. Ahi tuna. You like that?
Yeah, I like tuna.
All right. Or lobster.
Lobster. Yep.
Okay. She's a lobster. girl.
On cruises, lobster night is my whole family's favorite night.
You're getting 2 plates
we
and
don't
putting 5
eat
tails
all
on.
day waiting for lobster night so that we can have 3 tails each. And it's so good. I love
tails
lobster.
are great. The full lobster. I'm actually the Wynn in Las Vegas does a lobster buffet.
Oh yeah,
once
the
a
golden
week.
steer I've seen, their lobsters.
Yeah, the Australian tails. Those are huge and
I've
very
never had, but
flavorful.
they look so good.
They're so good.
Yep.
So, am going to have to go away from you here. I'm an ahi tuna guy. I
okay.
like it lightly seared with that red middle or the pinkish middle.
Yeah.
And it's just so good. I remember I had it last year at a place called DC Prime with my whole family. They're all ordering steaks and lobster. And I'm just I see the ahi tuna on the menu and I'm like, I never get this. I love how it tastes. I'm going with it.
Okay.
So I'm going ahi tuna. Tara's going lobster. All right. Last one. This is a non-sports one as well.
Oh.
Scuba diving.
Oh, okay.
Or snorkeling. Are you
Why
a risk
would you
taker?
snorkel if you can scuba dive? Is my question.
Yes, very true.
That's just dumb. So
she just says my question's dumb. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Obviously scuba diving.
But some people are afraid to go under, so they snorkel instead.
Dude, you can breathe underwater. It's the coolest thing ever.
I know.
So
It is
yeah,
very
you got
cool.
you got to scuba. And it
get
was
your-
awesome taking my son out to Florida this last year to get his scuba certification.
Yes, Zane got
And
his
he loved
PADI
it.
certification.
He
He's
did.
all set to go. So, and those are lifetime qualifications.
Oh, yeah.
I have one, and I haven't been certified or done any scuba in probably 8 or 9 years.
Well, you'd need to do a refresher course, yeah,
Sure.
before, but yeah, they're awesome. But it is lifetime. You just
Yeah.
kind of have to do a quick refresher. And
I've got a
then you're
little
good to go.
that little book that they give all the people with
It's
the
all
stamps.
online now, though.
Oh, it is?
Mhm.
I've got a book with stamps and stickers from
Which I
different
think
places.
is cooler. Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
it's like your passport, you get all the stamps of all the places you've been. But
It is pretty cool.
It is actually
The
cooler. I
coolest
think, the book,
dive I've
but-
ever done was at Disney World in an aquarium.
Oh.
It was actually at an aquarium dive. It was crazy. Sharks everywhere, dolphins, all the stuff you wanted to see all
Yeah.
in one central location. I normally do open water dives,
Yeah.
and those are fun as well. But All right, that's going to bring us to the end of the first hour here, and the first hour brought to you by Prime IV, PrimeIVSTG.com to book an appointment or call 435-522-5005. They've got their limited time Beat the Heat special. They got complimentary oxygen therapy, all while you're sitting in the luxurious zero-gravity massaging chairs. Treat yourself. I know Tara loves Prime IV. Devin loves Prime IV. I don't get over there as much, but one time I had some vicious allergies that stole my voice away from me. And I went to Prime IV, got the Myers cocktail, right back. So if you're not feeling good or you just want to glow up, get over to PrimeIVSTG.com to book an appointment. We're going to grab the quick break, be back with the second hour right after this.
Welcome back to The Drive on The Fan.
We're back live from the Findlay Hyundai Studios as another edition of The Drive rolls on with or without Double D. As we are hanging in one more day. He'll be back tomorrow, and we'll have the full crew in tow. It's been a while since that's been the case.
It has been. Seems like almost all month.
Yeah, it has. I probably remember it a little better than you guys. I've been handling
the fort
it.
Down,
Yes.
Yeah.
So, but we got a good topic here. We always talk about players getting paid these big contracts. The latest was Jalen Carter, the defensive tackle for the Philadelphia Eagles, became the highest paid defensive tackle in the NFL yesterday at $38 million per year. And that brings up the question, who are some of the guys that are the highest paid in the league that are worth the money? Every cent, every red penny that you give them, they're worth it. So we've each got a few players we've assembled here. We've also both got one that we don't think is worth the money. So let's start with some guys we think are worth the money. I'll let you lead off, Tara. Go ahead, ladies first.
I will. I'm going to start off with Jalen Carter since you just brought it up.
Yeah, sure.
And he is, what, $38 million, right?
Per year.
4 year, $152 million extension.
Yes.
And, I mean, last season, he had a great season, 33 tackles, 21 solo tackles, but 3 sacks. Passes defended 7. That was a career high for him. And he did, miss some time because of his shoulder and hip.
The spitting incident, if you remember that.
Yeah, I know.
Might not be the most above board character guy.
Yeah, but I do think he is worth every penny.
He is. On the field, he's a terror.
He is a terror.
I definitely don't dispute this one by any means. So I agree with you there. Jalen Carter, very deserving of his, what was it, $152 million deal?
Yep.
Yeah, I think he's very much worth that. So I'm going to go
$106 million guaranteed.
That's a nice little guaranteed chunk there as well. So I agree.
Yeah.
I think that you're right on there with Jalen Carter. All right, I'm going to go a guy that's had sack totals 18, 15, 7. I'm sorry. These are assisted sacks. Sacks, 9.5, 11.5, 7.5, 14.5. Also, as a defensive edge rusher, 3 interceptions, 1 interception, 0. So this guy makes a lot of plays. Former Michigan Wolverine and runner-up for the Heisman in 2021. I'm going to go Aiden Hutchinson.
Oh, okay.
Worth every penny. I love this guy. He plays with a lot of heart. He's making $45 million annually, so he better be good. And he probably needs to have a little more than 14.5, start getting in that 17, 18 range.
Yeah.
If he wants to continuously be paid $45 million and get another contract of this size. But I love Aiden Hutchinson. He was a steal in the draft. Didn't go number 1. It was surprising. We were at that draft in Las Vegas when Trayvon Walker went number 1 to the Jaguars, and Hutchinson goes 2.
Yeah.
Great steal of a pick for the Lions. $45 million. I think he's worth every penny. All right, Tara, your next guy.
I am going to go to Micah Parsons. And this one's kind of hard because we're basically going off of Cowboys stats, right?
Yes. Hurt all of last year, basically.
Yeah, which was horrible because he did get a huge contract.
Massive
contract, yeah.
I think it's somewhere near $50 million a year.
40. Well, it's 48.3. So
48.3. Yeah,
basically $50 million a year, close to that, right? So, but when this guy is healthy, like you said, he is a terror on the field. 2025, he still had 12.5 sacks for the Packers, which is amazing. So even though he was injured, if this guy is healthy, he is absolutely worth every penny.
I like that.
And I still thought the Cowboys were idiots for getting rid of him.
Yeah.
Like Jerry Jones is just, come on, what are you doing?
Doesn't like to pay his stars sometimes. No. And he shipped out Micah Parsons for Kenny Clark and some draft picks. It was a terrible deal, I thought, for the Cowboys. Yeah. And their fans suffered. They love number 11 in Dallas. He was a fan favorite in every aspect of the word. So, all right, I will go with our first guy that is a little overpaid here. $231 million guaranteed, $60 million annual average value for a guy with 1 playoff win.
Right.
Count them. 1.
One.
That's Dak Prescott.
Yep.
Yes, I think Dak is a fine quarterback. He's decent.
Yeah,
he's above
fine.
average, but he is never going to be great or elite.
Right.
I don't think he'll ever accomplish that. So $60 million annually for a guy that's never going to be a huge difference maker when it comes to making the big throws.
Yeah.
And I was talking to Preston about this on Monday. It's kind of like this. I have a new metric. I've created a metric.
A metric?
For quarterbacks. When everyone in the stadium knows you got to throw the ball.
Right.
3rd and 8, 3rd and 7, fourth quarter, down by 4 with the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Got to score a touchdown to win. When everyone knows you got to throw, can you still make the throw? And that's what I don't think about Dak. He has not made enough big throws in big games, whether it be the Niners who've beaten the Cowboys twice in the playoffs. I mean, it just seems as if certain teams are built to beat Dallas. They've got a lot of skill on the outside, too. George Pickens, CeeDee Lamb, probably the best wide receiver duo. This guy's going to put up numbers. I know he's always putting up great numbers, but where are the wins when
Where's
the
the
games
clutch?
matter?
Yeah.
Yes.
Where's the grit?
231 guaranteed for a guy that has one playoff win. Call me out on that. Nope. I'm not going to. I'm Dak Prescott overpaid. And that's not just because I'm a Redskin fan that hates the Cowboys.
Yeah.
It's because Dak Prescott truly
he is
hasn't,
overpaid.
He hasn't delivered.
Yeah,
he really
exactly.
hasn't delivered. So,
Okay, this is going to be controversial. Since you're
Okay.
going there, I'm going to go there too.
oh, you're going to go overpaid.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I am going to go with Josh Allen.
Oh, okay.
He has the highest guaranteed contract in the NFL. $250 million guaranteed.
Yes.
And he's making $55 million a year. Never been to the Super Bowl. I'm like, this is horrible. So, like, why would you pay this much money to never get that ring?
It's kind of the same thing with Dak.
Yeah.
You know?
And he is a good quarterback. So I know a lot of people out there really like Josh Allen. I like Josh Allen.
Yes.
He's a great quarterback. But if you're going to pay that kind of money, I want my rings. Like, where's my rings?
Yes. I agree. I mean, he's been to the AFC Championship game, lost to the Chiefs in gut-wrenching fashion with less than like 20 seconds on the clock. The Chiefs go down, kick a field goal, force overtime, beat the Bills. And they haven't been back to the AFC Championship since. They lost to the Broncos last year on that controversial interception call that wasn't, that maybe was.
Wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. So Josh Allen, he's definitely had some bad luck in the playoffs, but you can't attribute it all to luck. I mean, he's got to make the plays. And another thing about him, he's a turnover machine.
He is.
I mean, he fumbles, throws a lot of picks. He makes a lot of big plays.
Interceptions, like you were saying. Yeah.
But he just, like, sometimes his style is not conducive to winning.
Right.
Is his style great for fantasy football? Absolutely. He'll probably be the number one pick in most
Fantasy
2 QB leagues.
Yeah.
So, which I hope we don't do the 2 QB.
Me too.
Yeah, that's just a side note for later.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to some more guys that we think are worth it. How about I will go Jamar Chase, wide receiver for the Cincinnati Bengals. 125 catches a year ago. This dude just continues to be a stud in every sense of the word. I love Jamar Chase. If he was somehow made available by them, if they started tanking or getting bad and they needed to sell off parts, I would be first in line to get this guy.
Okay.
I'm going to read you some of the totals. As a career, this is a career stats here. 520 catches, 6,837 yards, 13.1 per catch, 54 touchdowns, a long of 82 on that touchdown for as longest of his career. So when you look at Jamar Chase, and just the production does not lie, just 5 seasons in the NFL, already almost 7,000 yards and almost 60 touchdowns. So I think this dude's worth it. He's paid a lot, though, $40.25 million, and they just paid T. Higgins a big contract. So the Cincinnati Bengals wrapping a lot of their salary cap up into 2 receivers. Let's see how it works. I hope Joe Burrow stays healthy this year.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay, then I'm going to go to Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Ah, okay.
And I like him. He is getting paid $42 million a year.
Mm-hmm.
And
just paid recently.
Just paid, yep. And I like him because every year he improves. So his stock goes up every year. His first year, 2023, he only had 628 yards and 4 touchdowns.
Yeah.
2025, 1,793 yards and 10 touchdowns. So, like, every year it has just gotten better, and I think he is going to even improve on that this year.
Oh, wow.
I think
Improve
he's going to...
on 1,700 plus.
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
I mean,
Double likes to hear that.
You know, he might be right in there again, like 1,800 yards, and then, but maybe more touchdowns, maybe 12 or 14 touchdowns.
Okay. I like that. I'm going to go with, we're out of the ones that we prepped for and got ready. I'm going to throw a bonus ball at you here.
Okay.
And this guy been much talked about. I'm trying to get his contract details. I just thought of this guy, but he is not paid yet. That's right. Okay, so they have not. He's currently on his rookie contract, but looking to make something massive when his payday comes up. Or do they think he's too much of a problem? Mr. Puka Nacua.
Ooh.
Is he worthy? He's not paid yet. Is he worthy of becoming the highest paid receiver in the NFL, which generally happens to these guys, superstars who are next in line?
No,
you wouldn't do it, despite the production. So let me go through the production before you even comment anymore, because there's a lot of yards and touchdowns. Okay, in 3 years. 105 catches, 1,486 yards, and 6 touchdowns his rookie year. Second year, played in 11 games, not healthy the full season. 79 catches, 990 yards, 3 touchdowns. Okay. Then last year, played in 16, 129 catches, 1,715 yardage, and 10 touchdowns.
Yeah,
you wouldn't negotiate with this guy.
Yeah, I would take him. Like, I don't know.
Like, it will take making him the highest paid receiver. That's just a rite of passage with this kind of stuff now.
Yeah. Hopefully rehab went well and he's worth it. But I would have a hard time
paying him that money.
Paying him that much.
Okay. All right. Well, I just want to throw that quick bonus ball in.
Okay.
Local guy, BYU grad, of course.
Right.
5th round pick, and he's made the most of it in his career. So I think he is going to get paid. Would I do it? I'm a little bit on the fence too. Not a sold after all the off-season happenings. And there's certain guys that are nightmares off the field that just produce when Sundays come. And he could be one of those. But all right, that's going to bring us to the end of NFL Players Worth Every Penny. And that was brought to you today by the Rev Golf Tour STG. Use FAN50 to get $50 off. Call or text 435-414-6263 or sign up at therevstg.com. All swings are welcome. Every skill level competes. We're going to grab the quick break. Be back right after this. Back live from the Finlay Hyundai Studios. Today's show brought to you by Coral Canyon Golf Course. It's fantastic. Get out and play great golf for a great price. Call for tee times today, 435-688-1700. That's 435-688-1700 or at coralcanyongolf.com. Go see our good friend Marco Leone. Does a great job over at Coral Canyon. Course looks immaculate right now. So go see what they got over there for you at Coral Canyon. They also got the $80 lunch special.
You can't beat that.
Yes. And they got good food at the Coral Canyon Cafe. Yeah. Tacos, burgers, wraps, all kinds of good stuff.
Chicken nuggets. They've got like breakfast burrito, all kinds of good stuff.
They got everything over there.
But you can't beat that. $80 for 18 holes, cart, lunch, drink. You can't beat it.
It's pretty much the best deal in golf.
I think so, yeah.
All right. Well, we are going to jump into top tweets right now as scanning the Twitterverse to find some of the best of the last couple days. And let's start it off here with NBA Central, the Dunk Central on Twitter. The Warriors are reportedly comfortable running back the same roster and understand they aren't title contenders, per Anthony V. Slater. This is kind of like loser talk.
That is.
Like we're going to run back the same group, same guys that just underperformed and didn't do that well in the last season. I mean, they just picked top 10, I think, in the draft. So Steph Curry, Draymond Green, some of the vets on that team, why do they want to be there anymore?
No.
I mean, it just seems like the Warriors.
It's like if they don't care, why do we care?
Exactly.
And why is anybody going to want to watch them?
Exactly.
Because they don't care about winning.
They're just there to run it back and maybe get a good draft pick.
Yeah. Sounds like they're planning on tanking all year to maybe get another good draft pick, like you said.
That could be it, yes. And that was via ESPN NBA that Dunk Central pulled that from. So this is something that is true and being talked about in Warriors circles, a team that was so dominant for so long, won all those NBA championships with Kevin Durant and Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, Draymond Green. That was kind of the core four. And that is long in the rear view now, as it looks as if this upcoming season going to be pretty rough for the Warriors, who are, quote, reportedly comfortable running back the same roster and understand they aren't title contenders. Right. Pretty wild headline there. All right, this one comes from BYU TV, Sports Nation. We got a little video to accompany this one as well, as Mr. David Nixon, former BYU and NFL athlete turned commercial real estate broker. How about this? But he's also a BYU TV and KSL football analyst. And he was on BYU Sports Nation, I think with Jerome Jordan here, talking about what BYU football needs to do this season to be considered a success.
This is what's tough, right? When you reach the top, everyone expects you to be at the top from there on out. I think you've got to make it to the Big 12 championship game. I really do. And once again, it's so hard to do that. And you look at the schedule, and the schedule's favorable. Unlike last year, that schedule's a really tough schedule BYU had. They still were able to get to the Big 12 championship game. But I think BYU with the schedule they have at hand, and I agree with Jerem. I think you can slip up against maybe a Notre Dame and still make it to the playoffs. You know, obviously Notre Dame doesn't have any implications as it pertains to the actual Big 12 championship game, but I think you got to make the Big 12 championship game. And listen, I want them to make the playoff more than anybody. But if they don't make the playoff, I don't think this season's a failure. I really don't. I think the Big 12 championship game and making that a standard where you reach that year in and year out, I think that's where you want to kind of get your program to. And then hopefully you put together some special seasons and make it to that playoff and make a run in the playoffs. So I would obviously love the playoffs, but I don't think if they miss the playoffs, I don't think you'd call this season a failure by any means. But I think, the expectations are to make it to that Big 12 championship game again and just be more competitive and have a shot at it.
Buying or selling what Nixon is saying there? You're doing the same thing you did last year. Don't you want improvement?
Yeah. I think you definitely have to get there. You have to get to the Big 12 championship and then move on.
Got to win it.
You got to win it.
Yeah.
That's what I mean by move on.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta,
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this is kind of loser talk.
I don't want a Pop-Tarts bowl or something dumb again.
No. I mean, that's not satisfying.
No, that wasn't.
So, I feel like Mr. Nixon here is kind of setting up for BYU to not have that championship winning season. Like he's kind of preparing himself,
everybody for
bracing for impact a little bit, which I don't like that before the season. Maybe if you lose 2 or something in a row or 2 in 4 games or something, maybe you have this talk.
Yeah.
But your expectations going into this year with a returning quarterback, a lot of returning production, LJ Martin, the running back, surprisingly. Like BYU, unlike the Warriors, is running it back with most of their guys, and they're going to expect to compete, not just tank and be around.
No.
So I don't like this talk from Nixon. What was his name? David Nixon, former BYU athlete, but he's having a, kind of a split camp decision here. He's like, I think they can make the playoff, but it shouldn't be a failed season if they don't, which
with your roster, it is a failed season if you do not make the Big 12 championship, and you better win it.
All right. You heard it here first. All right, let's go to the next one here. This is Bleacher Report Gridiron, BR Gridiron on Twitter, checking in on the Pats camp. This is via Andrew Callahan, who is the beat reporter for the Patriots for the Boston Herald. So he's out there covering camp, and he added it up. It was Drake May and A.J. Brown, the newest acquisition.
Yeah.
When targeted,
the dream team, hopefully.
The dream team was not exactly operating at full capacity yet.
Not sounding like it, yeah. They might be headed to marriage counseling.
7.
Oh, man.
1 out of 7 on targets for A.J. Brown at training camp. And first off, let me just stop right here. All these training camp reports, they can be somewhat misleading at times. Really, the only training camp reports you need to lean on are injury reports, because those are legitimate things. This is stupid. I mean, they're just not having the greatest of chemistry early on, but it's not the middle of the year. It's not even week 1 yet.
Right.
We're not even in a preseason.
We're like 2 days in.
Yes. So I think this is an overreaction by Andrew Callahan, who tallied up all the targets.
It was clickbait, and we fell for it. We fell for it.
We did.
You got us good.
Got us. Bleacher Report Gridiron. Oh, man, those rascals.
Yeah.
All right, this one comes from Adam Schefter on Twitter. Raiders head coach Clint Kubiak announced Tuesday that 4-time Pro Bowl selection Kirk Cousins will be the starting quarterback
for training camp.
I didn't finish yet. Over number 1 overall pick Fernando Mendoza to begin training camp.
Exactly.
All right. Do we want to?
It's training camp.
Do you want to sell your stock yet?
Again,
you were so heavy.
You were just saying about Drake May and A.J. Brown to not get too excited yet, because it's just training camp.
It is.
The only thing to pay attention to is injuries. Is this an injury, Paul? Is this an injury?
I just know this is going to infuriate
Fernando
you.
Lorian injured.
This will infuriate you if I prove to be right and Cousins is starting game 1.
He's starting training camp.
He is. That's our latest report. But they normally
Mendoza's not injured. I'm not even paying attention to it.
All right. She's not
Is that literally not what you just said?
Yeah, it's not
the
an
only
injury.
thing to
it's not an injury, and it's not a regular season game yet. So
exactly.
A lot of time between now and then, but as of now, Kirk Cousins will be taking the reins with the ones at practice.
You're so good at training camp, buddy.
You got to prepare to play, so
Yeah.
All right. Well, how about this one from NBA? Well, how about this one from NBA Central as well? LeBron James. Oh, man. Talked about this guy a lot the last couple days.
Yeah.
Reportedly would have loved is the word, to play with Steph Curry anywhere other than Golden State.
Oh.
And this is the quote from Anthony V. Slater, who Anthony covers the Warriors and the NBA at large for ESPN, is his Twitter bio. I had a source tell me that they think LeBron would have been more interested in playing with Steph Curry elsewhere, away from the Warriors, than actually going to the Warriors, just because of the history.
Oh.
This was the team that beat LeBron plenty of times in the NBA Finals.
Yeah.
And they think that's part of the reason they were ultimately never considered.
Oh.
I kind of talked about this. You weren't in on Monday, but talked about this on Monday, that LeBron, curiously, the final 3 teams in his quote unquote sweepstakes were Miami, Cleveland, and Philly.
Yeah.
all Eastern Conference teams.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to deal with Wemby and Shea Gilgeous-Alexander in the West. He wants to stay as far away as possible. So I don't think he was ever going to go to the Warriors.
No,
it doesn't. I mean, it doesn't matter if he likes Steph Curry, Draymond. It doesn't matter. I think he was always slated to play elsewhere. So this is kind of a headline for me. The only headline aspect of it is that maybe LeBron thinks he has way too much sway. Like, I think they were trying to get Steph Curry dealt to another
he has
team.
a national day now. So
he does in Philadelphia.
He has some sway.
Yeah, that's right. All right. Well, LeBron, that's the last LeBron headline we're going to go to for a little bit.
Let's hope.
This was a scary story here from The Athletic. Kyle Shanahan called a group of reporters into his office Tuesday to clear up a key piece of the story regarding his July 14th car crash. Shanahan said he was the one who crossed into oncoming traffic, not the 21-year-old driver of the other car. Shanahan sustained a concussion, various injuries from this crash. This was scary, but it was actually, we never saw who was at fault on the arrest report.
Right.
That was the weird thing about this, is normally when you're in a collision, there's always one person at fault and the other person is not.
Right.
But they released, the police report at the time released no person at fault. So maybe that was the Niners or someone trying to keep it hush-hush about who was involved. But Kyle Shanahan actually called a group of reporters into his office to clarify what happened in that situation. So,
which I think that's pretty high class. And I'm sure the full police report wasn't released because he is such a high celebrity, not celebrity, but, profile figure.
Sure.
And everybody's going to be reporters and everybody's going to be looking for that. And so just for privacy, I'm sure they just didn't release the full police report, but I think that is pretty classy of Shanahan to admit fault and say, hey, no, it was me. I was at fault in that accident. And
I like that too.
Yeah.
I've always kind of been a Shanahan fan. Mike and Kyle used to coach in Washington together with RG3, and that 2012 season was so memorable for me. I've always been a Kyle guy, so hopefully he's okay and recovering and ready for the season. All right, this one comes from TMZ.
No way.
Don't normally like these guys, but the thing about them is they're normally right, and they normally break a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So this is the exclusive. Tony Romo told cops he was on his way to meet his grandma and grandpa when he was pulled over and ultimately busted for OWI. No newly released body cam footage shows, and we do have that body cam footage. It's about a 6-minute clip, so we could probably get the first little exchange and get a little vibe for how drunk he really sounded and looked like. From the pictures I've seen, the mugshot, he looked horrifying. So let's see. This was after a long day of golf, apparently, and he's heading home, and this is when the cop stops him.
Deputy Core, Milwaukee County Sheriff's Office.
Were you speaking on speaker back there?
I was.
I didn't even know you guys said that, so sorry.
All right. Reason for my stop today.
Yep. That was what you said.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Reason for my stop today is the unsafe passing on the right, the lane deviation.
Say it louder, I'm sorry.
Unsafe passing on the right, cutting across the gore. Obviously, the gore?
Yes.
It's the marked area.
Gotcha.
Where are you coming from?
Well, I live in Dallas, so I came in to visit Grandma and Grandpa, so we're here. I'm going to meet them, but I got the gore.
You got the what?
The gore, you said?
Yeah.
That's what it is where you cross it?
Yep.
Yes.
Never heard that.
Me
And you
neither.
were coming from Grandma and Grandpa? What did you say? It's really hard to hear you, dude.
I can't hear you either. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
I know. We got to basically yell at each other,
I
right?
feel like I'm yelling at you.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Where are you coming from?
The golf course. And I'm going to meet Grandma and Grandpa.
Okay. All right. I'll take a driver's license
Okay,
from you.
I think I've got enough. Yeah, he sounded pretty hammered up.
I didn't think he was that bad. I don't know.
I mean, when you're using grandma and grandpa, that normally means that you're in trouble and you're trying to deflect and look for a reason to make the cop let you go.
Was he actually going to grandma and grandpa's though?
I don't know.
You don't know that either.
I don't know that either.
So he might have been.
Might have been legitimately
I've
going.
never heard of the gore. Like if somebody would have said that to me too, a cop would have been like, the what? What?
She said it was what, the marked area or something?
Yeah.
Maybe it's a Texas thing.
And you
or
can
something.
tell the traffic is very loud.
Yes.
So he's having a hard time hearing. She's even having a hard time hearing him.
Yes.
Like, I don't know. It's just,
you know, it is what it is. I mean, Tony's a public figure and he's going to, you know, He's going to take his lumps for this, I think, because now the body cam footage released 14 hours ago. So more and more people seeing this and playing the whole 6 minutes and watching. We're not going to do that today.
Did he do, blow? What did he blow? Like on?
I don't think that's been disclosed. So yeah, we're going to have to wait on some of that. But it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. I don't think he's going to face any repercussions as far as CBS goes. I think this should kind of be, he might get a slap on the wrist or maybe a fine or something. Yeah. But other than that, I don't see him losing his job as the what we went through earlier on in the show. So color commentary.
Like, was he arrested? I haven't even followed this.
He was arrested.
Yes. Yeah, that's arrested. Not good.
But yes, that is the latest happenings with Tony Romo. Wow, we've had 2 back-to-back car crash / pullover headlines.
Yeah.
Let's go to the next one. This one comes from Ari Mirov on Twitter. My Sports Update 17 hours ago. Hashtag Steelers quarterback Aaron Rodgers says he thought last year would be his final season, but
everybody was hoping for that.
But his wife let him go one more year after Pittsburgh hired Mike McCarthy.
What is it? Why is this it?
I thought last year might be it. And then Mike got hired, and I talked to the wife, and she said, you can do one more year. So I said, well, let's see if it works out. And then it kind of all came together.
We just talked to DK earlier, and he said, well, saying it's the last year might just be something guys say, you don't get hit this year, you want to come back another year. Do you think you'll have any kind of debate or?
No, zero debate.
Okay, so he did 2 things there. He confirmed that this season really is the last. No debate, as he said at the very end of that quote.
Yeah.
And he also said that Mike McCarthy was a big reason. They played and coached together in Green Bay for all those years. He's got familiarity with them. So I agree. That's probably a factor that led to him coming back. If it was Mike Tomlin again, would he have done it? I don't know. We'll see. But I guess we'll never see because Tomlin's now in the media and Mike McCarthy's coaching the Pittsburgh Steelers. But I don't know. It's weird to say, but I'm kind of warming up on Rodgers. I've always not been a fan, but those recently released photos with his mom and dad, he went and kind of made good and met with them and estranged for years.
Right.
And he's kind of doing a tour with his whole family, met his brother, mom, dad, all kinds of stuff. And I like to see that as just the human effect, like not even sports or him as a quarterback or one of the greatest passers of all time. But I just always thought Rodgers wasn't a good dude.
Right.
He just seemed like a bad dude. And for all this stuff this offseason, I've kind of come around a little more on him, to say the least. So Rodgers, he did comment that this will be his last season, no debate. And Mike McCarthy was a big reason he's back. And his wife, of course.
Yeah.
All right. This was a guy I called a bust probably a year and a half ago. Report, the Colts quarterback, Anthony Richardson, is still seeking a trade out of Indianapolis, according to GM Chris Ballard. It remains to be seen if a trade will materialize prior to the start of the 2026 regular season. This will be 2 years in a row this guy's not starting. So, yes, I think that this is... He's getting into bust territory. He's been hurt a lot, hasn't been good when he's played. He pulled himself out of a game once because he was tired.
Right.
I think Richardson, the book's out on him. I don't think he will be on the Colts starting or on the bench eventually. I think he will be traded. Sorry, had a little frog in my throat there. All right, let's go to the next one here. Pro Football Network, at Pro Football Network 365. The best 10 players under 25 years old per PFN's top 100. Let's count them down 10 to 1.
Okay.
All right, number 10 is the tight end for the Las Vegas Raiders, Mr. Brock Bowers.
Ooh.
Had some injuries last year, dealt with a lot of injuries throughout his career, but when he's healthy, one of the very best tight ends in the NFL. I agree with him at number 10.
Yeah.
Number 9, Devon Achane, the running back for the Miami Dolphins. Looks to be a stud. I mean, he put up huge numbers last year, continuing to get better. I think he'll be a force this year, probably a top fantasy running back picked. One of them, maybe one of the top 4 or 5 in fantasy football drafts. So he is at number 9. Number 8 is a lineman, Darnell Wright for the Chicago Bears. Plays a really good tackle for him in Chicago. He is at number 8. Number 7, Cooper DeJean, corner for the Eagles, has played really well to start his career. First-round pick out of Iowa. I really like Cooper DeJean, even though he plays for the Eagles. Number 6, Kamari Lassiter for the Houston Texans at number 6. Number 5's been a guy I've tried to get in every fantasy draft possible. Mr. Bijan Robinson, number 5 on this list, top 10 under 25. Number 4 is a guy he's probably going to be dueling with for the top pick in fantasy drafts this year. That's Jahmyr Gibbs, stud for the Lions. Number 3 is a $50 million man just minted this offseason, Will Anderson Jr., edge rusher for the Houston Texans. Number 2 is Jackson Smith and Jigba, much to Double D's delight. Yes. He is a superstar receiver for the Seahawks. He is number 2. And I will let you take over for number 1.
Number 1, Mr. Drake May.
Yes, I see that.
Who I did get in fantasy last year.
You did. You got him. And you rode him to the playoffs.
I rode him all the way to the playoffs. Yeah, exactly.
So he is number 1 on this list. Top 10 players under the age of 25.
Do you know who I don't see on this list?
He's 26.
Puka Nacua.
Oh, I thought you were talking Jaden Daniels.
No.
I was like,
he wouldn't even be on there anyway. He didn't even play last year. But Puka
we're
Nacua.
gonna have so much fun this year when he goes on his revenge tour and I go on my revenge tour.
Okay,
yes.
I can't wait for that. But Puka Nacua, not on there.
He's not. He is not on there. So, all right. Well, that'll bring us to the end of top tweets as a good one to end on. The top 10 players under 25 years old in the NFL. All right. We're going to grab the quick break. Be back with really the wrap of the show. It's 8:40 a.m. on a Wednesday. Hope you've been enjoying the program. We'll be back right after this. All right, winding down the time in the show, 8:44 on a Wednesday, and wanted to get into a little bit of this. Contender, pretender with about 5-6 teams in the NFL. We'll probably do more of these throughout the offseason as training camp has begun.
Yeah.
All teams have reported, rookies, vets are there. Everyone's getting revved up to practice and get ready. So let's make our picks be known about some of these teams and where they stand this season. It doesn't matter what they did last year.
Right.
It just matters about what they're going to do this year. But let's start with the Denver Broncos. 14-3 regular season record last year. AFC Championship appearance. Bo Nix not healthy for that AFC Championship game where they might have won if he was healthy.
If he was healthy, exactly.
So do you see them as being a contender or pretender this season?
They are a contender.
All right.
I do think they can get to the Super Bowl this year with a healthy Bo Nix.
Okay, so Bo Nix's injury really derailed them. They didn't have much time. I think they went with, oh man, who was that guy's name? He hadn't played in a long time as a starter. I'll have to think of it here in a second. But they went into that game massively underserved at the quarterback position.
They were,
Put it that way.
But they still have the best defense, I think, in the league.
They do. They have a very, very good defense. Elite defense, I would
Elite,
say.
yeah.
Yes.
By far the most disruptive.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Pass rushing. Pat Surtain,
exactly.
The corner, is an all-pro. He won Defensive Player of the Year just a couple years ago. So, yes, I think the Broncos are a contender as well. 14-3. I don't know if they'll do that again, but I do see them getting into the playoffs and making a run. So, all right, let's go to the next team here. This is a team that has been much maligned for me as they've just never delivered in the playoffs under Lamar Jackson's run. It's the Baltimore Ravens, 8-9 last season, regular season record.
Yeah.
Their win total this year, though, is 11.5, one of the highest in the NFL. They fired Harbaugh, missed the playoffs. It was a really kind of a falling out year for the Ravens last year. Do they rebound? Are they a contender with Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson, all those weapons on offense, Mark Andrews? Do you see them being in the playoff Super Bowl mix?
No, I still think they're pretenders.
Okay.
With the new coaching staff, anytime you have a new coaching staff, it's new systems. It's new, you haven't, the growing pains, all of this stuff. So I just don't see them getting there this year. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, they may for the next season, but they're going to have to go through the growing pains this season. And so, I'm going to say pretender.
And now you're starting to dent into Lamar's prime.
Right.
I mean, these are some of his last years that he's not 30 plus years old. So, I mean, you've got to win something of significance here soon if you're the Ravens.
Yeah.
But I'm with you. They're pretenders. They have been, even when they were in the AFC Championship game. Like that thing I was talking about, the new metric I've created. When the whole crowd knows you got to throw.
Yeah.
I mean,
make the throw?
He just doesn't deliver in those situations. Yeah. Lamar just hasn't been a good playoff quarterback. The Ravens haven't been a good playoff team. I'm going to say they're pretenders. All right. Let's go to the next team here. How about the Green Bay Packers? Started off the season 4-0 last year. They ended 8-7-1. They had a wild card appearance.
Yeah, they squeaked in. Yeah. They just barely squeaked in.
Probably because they had that tie. That probably gave them a little better record than some of the teams that were 8-9 or whatever. So, yes. So what do you think about the Packers as a contender-pretender?
I am still pretender on this one.
Okay.
The NFC North, they do keep getting tougher. And like you said, they just barely squeaked in last year.
They did.
I just don't think, I don't know.
I don't see them.
I don't have high hopes for them this year.
Okay. I think that, yes, if they had a healthy Micah Parsons to start the year, it's a little different, but they would get rid of Romeo Doubs, a couple other pieces in free agency. I think the Packers are going to struggle a little bit this year. I don't think they make the playoffs.
It could go either way. This is a tough one, but I still think they're not going to make
Pretender.
it. Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's move to the next one. How about the Philadelphia Eagles as a team that has won some Super Bowls recently? With the beat Tom Brady with Nick Foles as a backup, and then they had the Jalen Hurts Super Bowl where they blew out the Chiefs, embarrassing fashion. So, 11-6 a year ago, they made the playoffs but exited pretty early. Do you like the Eagles as a contender for the Super Bowl this year?
I do. Yeah, I would put these guys as contenders. So Jalen Hurts, one of the toughest quarterbacks in the league to defend. So I think they are a good team.
You think they're a contender for
I do
the
think they're a
playoff
contender.
Super Bowl? Going to be in that mix late in the year. Okay.
Yep.
I agree with you on the Eagles. They're just kind of inevitable. They're going to run the ball. They're going to pound it down your throat. They're going to score a lot of rushing touchdowns.
And defensively, they're tough. So they're,
super tough.
Yeah, they're difference makers on both sides.
Do lose A.J. Brown.
They
their
did,
top
yes.
receiver. So now Devonta Smith steps into that wide receiver 1 role for the Eagles. So that should be interesting. All right, we got 2 more teams to rattle off before the end of the show here. This one was a team that won 14 games 2 years ago, but then some things unfolded. They lost Ben Johnson to the Bears. They go 9-8 last year, and kind of an underwhelming season. It's the Jared Goff-led Detroit Lions. Contender, pretender?
Pretender. Yep. I don't think they're going to make it.
Jahmyr Gibbs and Laporta, Jamison Williams,
But they
Amon-Ra
lost Ben
St. Brown.
Johnson, and who is like enormous and for this team. So I just don't know, and I don't know that Jared Goff is good enough too to get him there.
Contend for a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm going to go contender for the Lions. I think they had a bad
believe
year
in Dan
last year.
Campbell
I do
and-
like
okay.
Dan Campbell. I think Goff is good enough to get you. He's gone to a Super Bowl with the Rams before.
Yeah.
So I think that Goff is good enough to get you there when you have a great complement of weapons like the Lions have. Offensively, they're one of the more exciting name offenses where you can just rattle off superstar after superstar.
Yeah.
Defensively, Aiden Hutchinson kind of carries the boat for him there. But I think they are going to be in the playoffs and making a run this year. So I'm going to go contender for the Lions.
Yeah.
All right. Last one and maybe most important one for you. You're already smiling over there. Let's end with the New England Patriots. Contender. Didn't even let me finish.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry.
I'll let you go. You go here. This is your squad. This is your guys from a year ago.
Yeah, contender. I still am a huge fan of Drake May, and now he's got a bigger target in AJ Brown, and he still has Booty and some of those Hunter, the tight end
Henry. Yeah.
Yep, Hunter Henry. So yeah, I still think with even like all of the offseason drama with Vrabel and all of that, I still think he's a great coach. So I still believe in him. I think they're going to be contenders for sure.
All right. I think they will be a contender to make the playoffs. I think they will slump for the Super Bowl, though. You always hear about that slump, but for losing teams in the Super Bowl that struggle the next year. I don't think they're going to struggle this year. I think they're going to make the playoffs again. But last year's dream run, including a Bo Nix injury to the Broncos, who were at home in that game, and I just think a lot of things broke their way last year. Not saying Drake May can't do it again, but I don't know that they're in the mix for the Super Bowl. I definitely think they're a playoff team, though. So, so that's the teams we're going to run through: Denver, Baltimore, Green Bay, Philly, Detroit, and New England. Those are your contender pretenders for today. Really fun segment to jump into as we're really getting close. We can wrap our arms around it almost.
We're so excited. Yeah.
I mean, there's going to be football Monday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, every week.
Yep.
Going all the way till February.
So great. And then hockey's going to start.
Yes.
It's going to be amazing.
I mean, it's just the ball gets rolling in the fall. I've always said the fall is the best season.
Right.
For me, it's always been the fall. With the sports, the weather change, the hoodie season. I just love everything about it.
I like summer.
You like summer?
I like the weather, the summer weather.
You like the fall sports.
But I love the fall sports, yeah.
I gotcha. All right. We're simpatico there. So.
Right. We're going to have baseball playoffs.
Yes. October's coming.
Yep.
Yes, we are right on the precipice of everything going all at once. College hoops, college football, hockey, or basketball, NBA hoops, everything. Just all once November hits, it's really everything is in motion.
Right.
So we're getting there. We are getting there. All right, that'll grind us down today on the show. It's been a really fun one. Thanks for everyone who listened today and took in the program. We will be back full scale tomorrow. Yep. Everybody, all 3 chairs filled. for the first time in what seems like
the whole
a month.
team back together.
So
reunited,
and it feels so good. So we will be reunited tomorrow, but we're going to wrap today's show. Today's show brought to you by Zag. Protect it better. Get $20 off any phone repair at the 2 St. George or 1 Cedar City Zag. Just mention the radio special, and they will take that $20 off any phone repair for you. Also brought to you by Coral Canyon Golf Course. It's fantastic. Get out and play great golf for a great price. Call for tee times, 435-688-1700. That's 435-688-1700 or at coralcanyongolf.com. Also, today's program brought to you by Game Day Men's Health. For a free tee test to reclaim your game, tee as low as just $50 a week. Lowest price if you sign up in the month of July. So if you'd like to take advantage of that offer, call or text Game Day Men's Health at 435-265-4223. Also, a great partner of the Drive has been the Rev Golf Tour. Love Jim. He does a great job. Tara's playing on the Rev right now. If you'd like to save $50 off your membership, it is FAN50 promo code on their website, therevstg.com. All swings are welcome. Every skill level competes. And lastly, Prime IV, primevstg.com to book an appointment or call 435-522-5005. That's 435-522-5005. For Tara Atkin, I'm Paul Ratliff. We'll be back full crew tomorrow. Can't wait for it. We'll see you. Have a good day.